last time on the last video, I was on my way to the States, and literally within a week, I was on my way back to Thailand. There's a lot of things that caused me to make this decision and commit to going back to my life traveling. To be honest, the States, or maybe it was just Seattle, as soon as I landed, I just knew it wasn't the place for me. I got this overwhelming feeling that I wasn't meant to be there. And I just kind of like I've been there, done that, you know? And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful area. I mean, just look at this landscape, it's gorgeous. But I don't think it's for me anymore, and I don't think it will ever be for me ever again in my life. Welcome back. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button below. I really appreciate everybody's support. It's been so amazing to see and read the responses from everybody who's been watching my videos. So thank you so much. Okay, let's actually get into it now. So when I booked this flight, I was very limited in options. And the most efficient and cheapest option was to do 2 flights, one from Seattle to Japan and Japan to Thailand, with a 20-hour layover. Yes, you heard right, 20 hours. Honestly, this would have been great. This would have been so amazing. I would have loved to explore Tokyo, go out, see the city, eat some sushi, have a great time. But it's quarantine, so of course, I couldn't leave the airport. So this is basically going to be a little guide on how to survive 20 hours in an airport during quarantine. Step 1, enjoy the scenery. Especially when you are about to land. Enjoy seeing that beautiful, iconic Tokyo skyline with the Tokyo Tower that you won't be able to take a selfie in front of, because if you try to escape, you'll be met with a bunch of Japanese security guards who will not let you leave the airport. But that being said, it's time to make the most of it. So really, step 1 is find some food to eat. And that's the first thing I did with 20 hours left. So this is hour 1. First thing I'm gonna do is get some food. And I have to admit that it was actually really exciting that they had a soba/ramen place in the airport. At least I can get a little taste of Japan as I waited in the airport, patiently, slowly, with the time trickling by as I ate my food. I mean, look at that plate. Hold on, let's pause real quick. Look at that plate. Look, I was so happy. They even gave me some fresh wasabi, which I haven't had in years, so it was a blessing. It was a blessing. And as I proceeded to watch some YouTube, I also tried to enjoy my beautiful view of, well, not the Tokyo Tower, but the airport watchtower. I mean, hey, it's a tower, right? And it is Japanese, so I guess that's a win. Step 2, go down a YouTube rabbit hole. I mean, you have literally all the time in the world. Well, at least more than most people. So why not? Why not just enjoy watching some nature documentaries or even some Japanese YouTube channels where you have no idea what they're saying, but looks entertaining anyway. After about 4 hours, and I'm not even joking, 4 hours of watching that YouTube rabbit hole, I decided to find a good place to sleep and rest for the night. Mind you, there's no hotel available, so my bed is probably gonna be the waiting chairs at the back of the airport. Step 3, clean up. Clean up your face. Look, my eyebrows were a little messy, so I went to go clean them up a little bit, you know, but obviously, you know, using one hand, I don't know why, but it just didn't work out for me, so I gave up on that real quick. I don't know why, I just like to be organized, and one thing I love about this backpack that I got is that I can organize it in a way so that I can easily access what I need in the moment without having to open my bag, take everything out. But real quick, for my future travelers, I just wanted to show you guys some of what I feel like is essential stuff that you need in your carry-on just in case you get stranded somewhere or your luggage gets lost. An umbrella just in case, a sarong, which is like one of the best things to bring with you because it's multi-purpose. a hoodie and sweats, because personally I don't like to be cold, and typically airports are always going to be cold. Even if you are in the desert, okay, they're gonna be cold. Now here are some of the non-essential items that I bring. I bring a little bag. I should have showed you guys what was in there. Essential oils. I bring my film camera everywhere with me. This is a pop socket. No, that's not what is this called? A poppet? Poppet. Yeah, I use that sometimes. I always bring my hair wrap with me. It's silk, it's perfect, it's multi-purpose. I love it. That's all of my bathroom stuff. This was actually handmade by a family friend when my family was living in Japan as a present for Christmas one year. So coming full circle. And of course, to the right of that is my headphones that I use to mix music. So for me, those are my personal essentials. And of course, I have my laptop in the back and all of the valuables like passports, stuff like that, extra paperwork. I keep that all with me in this bag. So now here I am reorganizing my bag. I'm gonna put the sarong first because I know that I'm gonna use that later. And then I put my hoodie in case I get cold, because I always get cold first before I get hot. So I put that in there and I fixed it up, and this was like a little difficult to do with one hand, but I had to film it, so you know I gotta multitask. And that's where all my underwear and all of that extra stuff is. Make sure to have underwear for at least 3 to 4 days, just in case there's a zombie apocalypse. And just in case you need to wash and dry your clothes, there's your washer. Also, in case you are here at the Haneda Airport, make sure to come to the bathroom all the way at the end because it has a bed. So if there is a zombie apocalypse, you can just lock yourself in this room and not have to deal with anything that goes on outside. And look, you got your own shower right there, your own toilet, bed, trash. Okay, what more can a girl ask for? Washing and drying machine? Come on now. Zombie apocalypse, guys. This is the place to be. Step 4, find a place to sleep. So now I'm gonna find a place to sleep for the night. Like that, dude. Probably gonna go right here. So it's pretty warm right now, so I'm probably gonna lay my sarong down to sleep on top of, because I'm not putting my face where people's booties have been, okay? And it is Japan. I feel like they do clean a lot here, and I feel like compared to other airports, this is probably gonna be the cleanest one, but you know, just to be safe. And then I'm actually not gonna leave my stuff on here. I'm probably gonna end up sleeping on one of these two just for extra security measures. I'm not gonna leave it on the cart just in case somebody could like walk away with it. I don't think it's gonna happen at an airport, but you never know. I'm like already feeling how hot this is, so I feel like I'm probably gonna have to change my shirt at some point. So I'm probably gonna put my head there. So this is actually where I'm gonna be putting my bag. Just so, you know, I don't know if somebody's trying to take it again. I don't think people can take it, but whatever. And then I can sleep on top of my purse. And then I'm gonna leave some stuff on the car so that nobody tries to take it away. It's just the pants, a little bag. And that is gonna be my bed for the night. You know, you gotta take off the shoes when you're in the bedroom. Oh my god. So I told you it was really clean. This guy's coming to run back to me for no reason. And people are like, anyway. And because the guy was vacuuming, I of course could not sleep. So I proceeded to go ahead and look at the flight schedule to see if they finally had my flight, because literally all day they did not have my flight listed because it was so late in the morning. But there it is, going to Bangkok, 10:50. And then I walked around. I don't know why I filmed this, to be honest. But I know that at the moment I was very thirsty, so I headed over to one of the famously, internationally renowned vending machines. Look, this is just iconic Japan right now, okay? When I think of Japan, I think of vending machines. But this one's kind of like, I don't know, not the best vending machine. They have vending machines with everything, okay? Cigarettes, t-shirts, soup, you know, anything you can think of. Japan probably has a vending machine for it. Step 5, go to sleep. I think the only thing I'm not really gonna like is having to wear a mask while sleeping. But hopefully I can try to work around that. But yes, my bed. You know. So I fell asleep about an hour ago and woke up to kids yelling. Ugh, oh my God. Just yelling very unnecessarily. I hope it leaves them. Step 6. Wake up to a random person being loud so you can watch the sunrise. Luckily, it wasn't the kids who woke me up. They actually went to bed 30 minutes after they were yelling. So I ended up having about 5 hours of sleep. I consider myself lucky, okay? And I woke up to this beautiful, beautiful sunrise. Oh, and of course, my alarm was a guy on a phone call. So, I mean, it's great. You know, it's life at the airport. Just kind of pushing by at this point. But I really wanted to see the sunrise because, of course, here in Japan, they have one of the most iconic sunrises. It's called the Land of the Rising Sun. So, you know, I just had to sit down for that. So, of course, I looked to my favorite Japanese tower, the airport tower, to look at the sunrise and the airport activity. Step 7, get your hair done. And obviously there was no hairdresser at the Japanese airport, so I had to do it myself. But I'm actually gonna save this video for, I don't know, maybe a bonus video or something. I'm not really sure yet, but I'm gonna release this later because if I include this, then this video would be 40 minutes long, which I don't wanna edit that and y'all don't wanna see that much. So we're gonna keep it real. So it took me about an hour to get my hair braided, then to get some breakfast. But of course, I didn't film it. I don't know, I don't know what's going on, but I promise you guys, I promise I will get better at that. This is just it. So finally, I was on the plane in the air. Oh my God, I love these shots. Like, one of my favorite things about flying is just that we get this, okay? Just beautiful scenery that really you can't get anywhere else in the world. So, oh, so beautiful. And honestly, flying on most Japanese, like major Japanese airlines is such a gift. It is just, I don't know, it's to this day, it's still one of my favorite airlines, ANA. But some of my friends say that Qatar is a little better. I don't know, I haven't been on Qatar yet, but I would love to try it just to see how it is. How does it compare, you know? Number one reason that I like Japan Airlines is the food. I mean, look at this. I have 5 different courses with my meal, and then on top of this they give you one snack pack and then one other like little mini meal to go with this. And honestly, I will say before COVID it was a little better. They did give you like 2 of these meals, but you know, post COVID, I don't know what happened to the airlines, but they have just tanked when it comes to the food service, okay? But just look at this. I got the hamburger, I got the salad. They even had some cheese and bread and the sushi, and before you know it, we were about an hour away from Bangkok, and I was so excited to go and just finally be just in a different country, in the start of a new adventure, in the start of new friends, new food, new experiences. Even though I had been to Thailand before, this time was a lot different because I went to the north, and there I experienced so much love and compassion and depth and revelations that I just hadn't had back in Phuket. So that's a little sneak peek for what's going to happen next week and what you guys are going to see next week. I will see y'all later. Peace.